What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another video. Everything's Terry. Blessings, y'all. Good to see everybody. Hope everybody's doing good. I just wanted to come on here, and I was motivated by my brother. I like Scary channel because he talks a lot about Stranger Things, and I know we talk about it all the time. We all love Stranger Things, and I was thinking like, hey, season 5 coming up pretty soon, and it's another show that I've been watching a whole lot of, Game of Thrones, and I figured, hey, they both ain't the same type of show, but fuck it, hey, I like both of them, so I might as well do a compare to both of them. There's nothing wrong with that, and y'all can pick which one y'all like. I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all gonna probably pick Stranger Things. Hey, I might pick Stranger Things, so I just want to come on here and do a quick video showing love to both of the shows because they both are awesome shows, and I watch both of them a whole lot. I give both of them a whole lot of rewatch value over other shows, but y'all know Haunted Hill House is my favorite. But when it comes to these two shows, they two totally different shows, but they both give so much. And if you haven't seen Stranger Things or Game of Thrones, definitely make sure you check out both of these because they both are awesome shows to watch on TV when you ain't got nothing else to watch. Which, how could you not have nothing to watch? It's a bunch of good shit on TV, but I wanted to come on here and discuss both of these shows and basically pick which one I would pick over the other. Y'all let me know down in the comments which one y'all would pick. Would y'all pick Stranger Things or would y'all pick Game of Thrones? Now, they both real different, but they both real good. Now, when it comes to Stranger Things, we all know it gives us that it vibe. It gives us a lot of Halloween vibes. It gives us a lot of uh vibes when it comes to like the kids and the way that they all vibe and they on their bicycles and basically it's like a lot of feel good story moments when it comes to the show. But then at the same time, you got like the Ale with her powers, and she got her whole thing going on with the people she got it going on with, and then you got like the Vecna character and the I'm trying not to give up too much because I know it's people that ain't seen the show, but it's basically like you got these teens and then like supernatural stuff is going on, supernatural elements and powers and stuff of that nature. And then you got like this whole big storyline and it all comes together and it even got Dungeons and Dragons incorporated in it. And it's like, oh my god, it's such a good show. And it just I think the main thing for me is to give you that it vibes. And when Pennywise came out and it was the remake, I was really into that whole thing. And then when you got Stranger Things, my brother Brandon got me hip to Stranger Things. I started watching that, and it was just like oh my god, it was like a whole vibe. That's kind of different from Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones is a lot more brutal. It's more about politics and the different types of powers. You got kings, and then you might have in another area you got these people ruling, and then another area is these people ruling. So, and then you start throwing like a whole bunch of different type of elements into it, like magic and dwarfs and giants. And I ain't gonna say too much about it because I want to leave that for the end. But Game of Thrones is just like real brutal, and the storyline is crazy. So that's basically like my way of explaining both shows. And now I'm gonna go into like how I feel about both shows and go back and forth with them because you guys, I can do like a whole hour just talking about both of these shows, but I basically want to get to it. When it comes to the Game of Thrones, you guys, I love running up that hill, the music when it comes to Stranger Things. But I gotta be honest with you, Game of Thrones, that music be so fucking good. They don't even have words with the music. It just be like symphony and chats in the background, chanting in the background and shit like that. The music be sounding so good, getting you involved in the show. The music make you go download that shit. I put up Shazam, my Shazam app, and put it up to the screen and be downloading certain songs for Game of Thrones. And then they start throwing the drums in there, the boom, 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 and the shit that's going on with it. Love running up that hill from Stranger Things, but I'm telling you, the music on Game of Thrones, it ain't fucking with the Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones music is top tier. If you never watched Game of Thrones, you're doing yourself a disservice. The music is fucking crazy. Game of Thrones got some of the best music of all time when it comes to a TV show. and when it fucking come to movies too. Then we got changes during the season finale and beyond. They got a whole bunch of different like types of music. Like in season 6, at the on the last episode, they have like a certain song, but they kind of like remix it or change it up a little bit, throw more chants in it, make it sound more symphony and shit like that. You guys, the music be fucking great, and it make you feel like you watching like a season finale or something. The shit be crazy. Then crazy shit have happened out of nowhere to be like a crazy turnaround where a motherfucker you thought was down and out, now all of a sudden they back in power again, or character motherfuckers thought was their favorite character get killed out of nowhere. Game of Thrones don't be giving no fucks. They just like destroy people, and it's like, damn, that was my favorite character. It's almost like Game of Thrones do some shit like introduce Michael Myers, and Michael Myers is the key to the damn show right on Halloween, and then out of nowhere Michael Myers just get killed, and the show keep going on for like 10 more seasons. Like, damn, Michael dead. That's the type of fuck shit Game of Thrones be on. Crazy. I love that about it. Then you got the episode called The Red Wedding. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you better get to know. Just know it's called The Red Wedding. One of the craziest things that ever happened on a TV show or a movie. When you see that shit, you like, man, The Red Wedding is crazy. I can go on and on about that, but I digress. But The Red Wedding was crazy. Then they got the whole thing with killing of people on the plot lines. And then I like the character Jon Snow, and then the lead that he was with. And I like the little thing she said where she say, you don't know nothing, Jon Snow. You know nothing, Jon Snow. Jon Snow, that was my boy. That was a great character. What else I got? They got giants. Man. Then they got, oh man. One thing about Game of Thrones, they know how to make characters that you fucking hate. It was some characters I couldn't wait for them to get what they had coming to them. Like, oh my god, man. I forget what the one dude's name, but when they finally got him, because the way he had tortured certain good guys and the way he had was real snarky and talking to people, man, I was so glad they got his ass. Boy, he got on my nerves. Game of Thrones know how to make characters. It's still a character in one of the seasons that they ain't got him yet. I'm hoping they get his ass. I'm like, oh my god, I hate this fucker so much. He get on my nerves. Man, I can't wait till they get him. But see, that's the type of passion Game of Thrones give you. Make you want people gone. Like, man, somebody get him, man. So they do a real good job of that. And then the deaths and how people die, y'all, on this show. Man, like I say, you would think somebody got like a mainstay in the show. Game of Thrones say, hold my beer. Oh, you thought this motherfucker was this and that. Boom, they be gone out of nowhere, and you never know how somebody gonna be gone. You never know how they gonna do it. You don't know if they gonna stay, live, or not. Like Game of Thrones don't care, and that's why I love Game of Thrones. But going on to Stranger Things, like I say, the Running Up That Hill song, classic. Then you got season 4 with Max. Max is my favorite character on there. That sent you through emotions. Like when it was motherfucker stepping on the tape player, like, oh my god, dude, can you fight, man? You supposed to be helping your girl out. Come on, man. So that heavy. Then, like I say, I like the Dungeons and Dragons movie. I played the game a couple of times, but I'm a huge fan of Dungeons and Dragons, and the fact that this show incorporated that in there, I'm like, damn, that's my jam. So I fucks with that. I fuck with all the characters. I fuck with Eddie and Dustin, how their relationship was. I ain't gonna go too much into it, but Dustin, man, Dustin, that's my guy, man. He like a computer geek, but he ended up getting real cool with a lot of the other kids that ain't like him, and it's cool because it's like all them cool with each other, but they all got different walks of life and they all different types of people, and they still come together as a group. And then you got Dustin and his girlfriend. I like their whole relationship, and they got their little song and all that. And that's why I say Dustin might be the one to go. If you gonna kill off anybody in the franchise, it'll be him because he'll get the most emotional impact, even more than Elle. I love Elle, but Dustin is the one, especially if he died next to his girl or something like that, and then Eddie come to see him as a ghost, or they both meet up in a ghost life or something like that, bruh, that shit gonna hit hard, motherfucker gonna be crying. Motherfucker gonna be crying on L and all that too. But if Dustin get, come on, bro. Dustin, picture Dustin dying next to his girl. And then Eddie come down to take him up to heaven or some shit like that. Some shit where Dustin, his girl, and Eddie all in the same. Come on, bro. Motherfucker know they gonna be crying. But you got the different storylines. I like how the storylines go in season 4. You had Robert Englund in that thing, Freddy Krueger, and Freddy Krueger was creepy as fuck. That almost gives Stranger Things the win right there. That got me like, damn, y'all. If they had Fred Krueger in that motherfucker, and that shit was, man, motherfuckers picked season 1, but bruh, I gotta go season 4 because it had the most horror in it. Motherfucker up on the wall crunching up and shit. Eddie was scared as hell. I would have been scared too. Then you got my boy Eddie with the guitar, man. Oh my goodness, man. It's probably gonna be spoilers in here too. Motherfucker like, damn, Terry talking too much telling shit, but man, shit was crazy. Then I fuck with Nancy. Nancy, one of my favorite characters because if y'all don't know, Little Cheetah Don, I fuck with the shotguns. When it comes to like in the video games, you got Ellie in The Last of Us, she had the shotgun. Max Payne being slow-mo with the damn shotty. You got the Mass Effect series with the motherfucking shotgun. I don't know if you can get a shotgun in Skyrim or not. I think Skyrim is more like powers and shit, but you probably can. But Nancy had the shotgun in that motherfucker, man. I'm telling y'all, the shotgun. She was shooting that motherfucker in slow motion in season 4. That shit was crazy. So that's why I fuck with Nancy so hard. But like I say, it's plenty of things you could talk about with Stranger Things. Man, this shit had me going back and forth like Game of Thrones or motherfucking Stranger Things, bruh. I'm trying to think like which one would I pick. Ooh, you all, it's a man. Game of Thrones is crazy though, cause like I say, I damn near want to pick Game of Thrones because of the music. You all, if you ain't seen Game of Thrones when it come to that music, bruh, that music be on fucking point. Man, I could talk about both of these shows forever, but I know I probably gotta make a. You know what? When it come down to it, I love Game of Thrones for the music and the way they kill motherfuckers off and all the characters, and it's a bunch of seasons. Stranger Things got like only like a couple of seasons, right? And then obviously season 5 coming out. But Game of Thrones got, I believe, 10 plus seasons, so they got way more seasons. I think they say it like kind of drop off towards the last couple seasons, but I don't know yet. But at the end of the day, if I had to make a choice, I gotta go with Game of Thrones, bruh. And it's my final thoughts on it. I gotta go with Game of Thrones because my main reason, the Queen of Dragons, bruh. If you don't know, I'm telling you, go watch it. They got the fucking Queen of Dragons on Game of Thrones. Motherfucker got dragons, y'all. Shooting fire. These motherfuckers look real and everything. Ain't no fake looking shit. Oh, them motherfuckers don't look real, bruh. These fucking dragons look real. And you got the Queen of Dragons. She fucking controlling these motherfucking dragons, man. In a world full of motherfuckers with armor and swords and all that shit. Motherfuckers got powers and shit in this motherfucker and dragons and shit, bruh. That killer for me right there. Then you got Arya Stark with the bow and arrow and her assassin skills. Arya is a beast, y'all. If you don't know, I'm telling you. Arya Stark, a fucking beast. The shit she go through to become an assassin and get her revenge for her family and shit like that. Bruh, I'm trying to tell you. The Stark family, they got some beasts in their family. What else I wanted to mention? Brianna of Tarth, the female tank and warrior. Brianna, she's a beast. Big ass tank type of girl with the fucking armor and shit on. Big ass swords. Beat dude ass with the sword and all that, bruh. She was a beast. I like her character. Melisandre, the witch. She was crazy. She doing blood magic and shit. Like rituals and shit like that. They got a fucking witch in Game of Thrones, bruh. Come on, man. That shit is crazy. What else they got? Tyrion Lannister, the witty, funny dwarf with great quotes and dialogue. Man. Tyrion is crazy. Little short ass dwarf, man. He funny as hell. Got mass jokes and stuff. Now, Hey, Stranger Things got a lot of funny jokes and feel good moments and stuff, but it's something about this dwarf, man. If y'all watch Game of Thrones, he funny as hell. He make the show good. It's like first I ain't know that much about his character. I'm like, man, what the fuck? They got this damn dwarf and shit, but bruh, he grow on you real fast. Good ass fucking character. Shout out to the guy that played him. Then you got Sansa Stark. She's a great actor. Oh, her character was great in this. Then you got Samwell the King, the Samwell, the kind jolly big guy. He like the big guy of the group, like real funny and like was kind of cowardly, couldn't really fight and all that, but he grows into his character. It grows into like a stand up person and not afraid to fight and stuff like that. Almost kind of like a Dustin character. You start getting love for him. You want to see him progress. Like that character is great. Who else they got? And then, as much as I love the Queen of Dragons, you all, I'ma end it on this. If you ain't seen uh Game of Thrones, the reason I picked this over the other one, and the reason I think y'all should watch it, and y'all gonna be like, oh, this motherfucker Terry crazy. He picking it over Stranger Things, bruh. I gotta pick it over Stranger Things because of this. They got the Night King, bruh, leader of the White Walkers' army of dead. The Night King, this motherfucker is a beast. Every time a motherfucker die in Game of Thrones, y'all, if you don't burn the body alive, the fucking Night King can bring these motherfuckers back a part of his dead fucking army. Bruh, listen. And I will admit, all that shit is cool in Game of Thrones, but L at the end of the day still might kick their ass. L might be able to beat dragons and all that shit. But the whole combination of all these different characters, motherfuckers getting killed out of nowhere like crazy. Like Game of Thrones do shit, y'all. Like I'm not exaggerating. Game of Thrones do some shit like throw Freddy Krueger in the episode, Michael Myers in that episode, and fucking Jason Voorhees in the episode, and all those motherfuckers die at the same time in the beginning of the fucking episode. That's the type of shit they do. Fucking crazy. And it ain't no shit, man. It be brutal shit. I mean, it be brutal shit. Like Michael will go fucking jump off a roof and nosedive, and then Freddy will get his head cut off, and then fucking motherfucker like Chucky would be in there, and a motherfucker just stomp his brains out or something like that. Like, bruh, Game of Thrones be crazy. But the Night King, it's an episode when the Night King first show up, y'all. And that motherfucker don't be playing. And like I say, anybody who picks Stranger Things, I can't say nothing. Cause L might come through and wipe out the Night King and all them fucking dead motherfuckers. Cause L is a beast. But when it comes to all the shit I named, and the fact that they got dragons and great characters like that, the dwarf and all them, y'all, I gotta go with Game of Thrones. Just off the music alone, I gotta go with Game of Thrones. I bow down to it, Game of Thrones. You one of the best. You ain't better than Haunted Hill House, but you one of the best. But y'all let me know down below in the comments which series y'all like the best. I know which one y'all probably gonna pick because we all love it, but it's all in fun. But if you ain't checked out one of these, you definitely gotta check it out, bruh. If you ain't checked out Game of Thrones, don't be like me when I hadn't checked it out, bruh. Where you been? Where you been? Check out both of these. I can go on and on, but I'm gonna go ahead and leave it at that, bro. But like I say, man, the White Walkers is crazy, man. That's like some motherfuckers I know get destroyed, and you don't burn that body. Guess what's gonna happen? Motherfuckers coming back with the army of the dead, and they gonna be with the fucking the Night King. They even got a motherfucker on here. He like a young boy, like he be like dreaming and stuff and control people. They got wolves and everything in this motherfucker. Them wolves is crazy. They got the big ass giants be fighting. Them giants, boys. They be stomping them motherfuckers, throwing them and shit on some Skyrim type shit. If you ever played Skyrim, they got them big ass giants. Whew, Game of Thrones, but Stranger Things ain't no slouch. Run up that hill, that none, all that shit. If you pick that, I can't say nothing. Hey, I fucks with it too, so I can't say, oh, you picked the wrong one, yada yada. No, Stranger Things is the shit too, buddy. Either way it go, I just went with Game of Thrones, but I can see everybody going with Stranger Things because they both great. But I done talked too much and talked y'all heads off. I'm Little T of Don, y'all. I'm signing off. Peace.